it's boring. I just keep coming back to, I think there was one possession the whole game where, maybe there was more than one, but there was one where Jokic got a clean post up against Bam with his back to the basket. Bam didn't have the opportunity to front him, and no help came, and Jokic just put him under the rim and drew a foul. It's just untenable. The fronting, to credit Michael Malone and his coaching staff, they were clearly ready for the Heat to front Jokic in the post, which is like an obvious thing, but two of the first three possessions of the game, Jamal Murray and then Aaron Gordon saw Bam fronting Jokic and was like, instead of trying to force an entry pass or slow the offense, I'm going to just drive right at that fronted post guy, because if Bam's fronting him, there's nobody on the other side, and I'm just going to use it as a big screen. Jamal Murray got a layup. Aaron Gordon got a layup. So the fronting kind of worked sometimes, kind of didn't work. Then there were like 3 or 4 possessions where Strus was on Jokic by accident on a random cross match. That was death immediately. It was like post-entry three-pointer. Jimmy was on him once. You mentioned that one. There was another possession where Jimmy was on Jamal Murray, and the Heat, I think, intentionally said, let's see what happens if we switch the Murray-Jokic pick and roll and put Butler on him. Immediate kick-out 3 for Jamal Murray. There was another one when Highsmith was on Murray, which I thought we would see, and Murray and Jokic ran a pick and roll, and Highsmith switched onto Jokic, and Bam did not switch onto Murray, and Murray was like, oh, no one's guarding me. I'm just going to shoot a 3. And Highsmith looked at Bam like, aren't we supposed to switch that? And if I were Bam, I'd be like, you can go switch onto Jokic, man. You got no chance. So, like, and then you throw in the zone, which I just think Denver will figure out.
I thought they did a good job on defense.
But I'm saying every time they got the ball to Jokic down low, something good happened, and I just don't know fundamentally how the Heat extricate themselves out of that reality.
4 out of 6 times.
4 out of 6. Like, there's no Anthony Davis lurking on the weak side to disrupt stuff at the rim. There's no Rudy Gobert. There's no, Ayton has done an okay job, not this playoffs against. I just don't know what the answer is for them.
Yeah, Denver is playing with an extraordinary confidence. And when you see the Porter didn't even have a good shooting game. He was a plus player. Gordon was a plus player. Bruce Brown was a plus player.
Every damn game Bruce Brown comes off the bench. He's an adventurer, too. Sometimes he's like, I'm going to be real adventurous off the dribble. I'm like, Bruce, just stop. Pass it up. But it always works out. He's like having a blessed season.
They're just they just get contributions from everybody. I mean, even, Christian Brown tonight in his first finals game, first game of this magnitude, he made some plus plays. I mean, they were a good team all year long. In the second half, they sputtered a little bit. And I don't know if it was, complacency, but they are playing their best basketball. And when they are this crisp, you're not touching them. I don't think you're touching them.
So you mentioned Bam, the Heat undefeated stat when Bam has 20. The Nuggets are 9-0 here at Ball Arena, which I incorrectly called Ball Center earlier. And someone's going to have to beat him here. But I will say this, the Heat, 13 of 39. They did not shoot well from 2. They got 2 free throws. A goose egg from Strus.
By the way, on the free throws, they didn't play with much force.
There were only like 3 or 4 times where I thought, okay, that could have been a foul. It wasn't like anything egregious.
Yeah. There was some contact at the rim. I'm sure the Heat fans can isolate those plays. But I didn't watch this game and go, oh, my God, what a. And by the way, they scored a lot of points in the paint. They had a lot of baskets in the paint.
11 offensive rebounds, which is not bad. They only had 8 turnovers, so they're going to get the Heat are a shots on goal team. They get their shots on goal. But a goose egg from Strus.
Denver only committed 8 fouls in this game.
Three. It's unbelievable. 3 points from Caleb Martin, conference finals, but not playoff hero. Just good player, Caleb Martin. And they're coming out like full blast in game 2, because I don't care what they say about, we haven't played a home game yet. They do not want to fall behind 2-0 and have to beat this team 4 out of 5. So I'm expecting, I don't know what strategic stuff Spo and his guys will cook up in the lab, but I'm expecting a Butler game in game 2. I'm expecting the game that we didn't get today where he's just like, give me the goddamn ball. Where's Jamal Murray? I'm going to beat him up.
That hasn't really happened since he sprained his ankle.
It's been a while. 2 days off. Used to the altitude. I think they're going to approach game 2 like we have to win this game.
Yeah, I would just say I expect the Heat to definitely play better offense. They're going to score more than 87 points. I expect the Nuggets to score better, has better offense too. That's what I'm saying.
Any other interesting takeaways from this game or our first 48 hours in beautiful Denver, Colorado, where it rained and thundered during NBA Today? It was a little. Malika got scared at one point. It's like crashing thunder right behind her.
What do you want me to say to that?
No, do you have any other takeaways from the game? Is there anything else? Did you like the uniforms? Did you like the scene in the arena? Was there any basketball stuff we didn't mention? Kyle Lowry had a good game.
I hung out with Ken Jeong after the game.
I saw that. He called you windy.
Yeah.
He looked like he was having a good time.
He enjoyed the game. He had some of the best seats in the house, which he said he bought on Ticketmaster. I said, how'd you get these seats? Because I bought them on Ticketmaster. And he wasn't being, I think he did buy them on Ticketmaster. So he said he chartered a plane to fly in from L.A.
Okay.
He said, listen, there's a writer's strike. I can't work. I charter a plane. And I said, you know why you can charter that plane and buy these seats? He said, why? I said, because you did Hangover 3. And he agreed with me.
I don't think I saw Hangover 3. I did see Hangover 1 and 2.
They got paid for it. He got paid for it.
I can't imagine that they keep making the same mistake over and over again.
Zach, that movie was 10 years ago. I'm just making a joke about a terrible movie he got paid a bunch of money for.
Was it bad? It couldn't have been good.
It was bad.
Okay. Denver wins.
What about you? Anything else for you?
No, I'm looking at the box score to see if anything jogs my memory. I thought it was the zone. Using the zone against Jokic and having it not be just a barrage of awfulness from Miami was a little surprising to me. I just don't think that can sustain. And I thought Jokic found something when he was like, if you're going to put Haywood Highsmith at the top of the zone, and he was good at it, I'm going to catch the ball at the nail against him. I'm just going to turn this into an ISO. I think he missed a floater. He had a floater that he passed up to kick it to KCP for a corner 3. And he had that little drop pass to Jeff Green for a layup, which is a beautiful pass. And then they brought in MPJ as like a zone-busting shooter. He got a wide-open corner 3 right away that he missed. I just think in the aggregate, that is not something you can throw at Jokic over and over and over again if he's got enough shooting around him. But it was interesting that the first 5 or 6 possessions, Denver actually kind of appeared a little out of rhythm.
Just think Jokic can't have 14 assists. You've got to get his assists down, even if it means his points go up.
Well, I was talking to Mark Jackson after the game. I'll just say this. I don't think Mark would mind. I said, what'd you think? And he said, I don't remember what he said. And then I said, I just don't know what their answer is for the big fella. And he said, I think you just got to make him a score. I think you just got to make him score.
He said that during the broadcast, Zach.
Did he really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he said it to me after the game, too. So I think you got to make him score. And I said back to him, well, then he's going to score. Like, then he's just going to score, like, 50 points. Like, I don't know that that's a real thing. I don't know that that's a real thing, like a strategy.
It's the lesser of two evils.
No, it's not.
By the way,
if he scores 50 points, he's also going to have 8 assists, and you're just going to lose it that way.
Here, let me tell you one thing that the Nuggets do so well. They are totally at ease when there's 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, they are. In fact, they'll be like, can we fit 3 passes in?
They were like, no problem. And I guess a lot of times it's just Jokic going, I got it. But, like, there were many possessions where the Heat were like, they've had really good defense for 20 seconds and still give up an easy shot. It's demoralizing playing them.
Oh, that did jog my memory. You mentioned transition and the Nuggets not getting out in transition. I think you got to give a lot of credit to that to Miami. Their transition defense, and this is what I mean by they make you earn everything. The Lakers were a horrible transition team all season. They have players who fall on the ground a lot. The Heat are a great transition defense team, and they don't fall on the ground a lot. And that's like a big part of trying to get a shot against Denver is you just don't let Jokic run those 5-on-3 fast breaks, which are going to kill you every time.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.